What is going on with everybody? It is your boy Eric, aka Young God, coming to you live in the Green Dungeon, giving it to you real raw rugged, and I'm very exhausted today. So if I look very exhausted in this interview, I apologize. I'm so sorry. I've been running all over the place, but I got somebody on the other line. Gonna let her introduce herself. Who do we have?
Hi, my name is Lexi Love.
How you doing today?
I'm great. I
That's,
got my wine. I'm good.
I see you got your wine. You got your one little curl hanging out right there, man. You know, two curls. Excuse me. I'm tripping. You got the two
Yeah,
curls
I
going.
know. Texas heat. Don't nothing stay how it's supposed to.
Are you from Texas or are you?
No, I'm actually originally from Minnesota.
Okay, well, let's not get ahead of ourselves. For the people that don't know who you are, please explain who you are for the people that are just getting introduced to you.
Well, my name is Lexi Love. I've actually only been in the porn industry for a month.
Mm.
So, a lot of people don't know who I am, and a lot of people don't know anything about me. So, that's why this interview is very good because we can post it and people can know more about me because people really don't know anything.
Wow, a month. That's really like new. I didn't know you were that new. I thought you like a year or something at least.
Nope, a month.
Wow, a month. So, how did you get into the industry?
Honestly, I work as a nurse, but part time I work at a liquor store, a neighborhood liquor store, and one of the guys, Buddha, one of my directors, my manager, um, he comes in there. He's a regular, and one day I asked him. Um, he usually comes in the morning, and I work at nights. And I asked him, like, it says director. What kind of director are you? And then he tells me, like, he's very comfortable with
Mm-hmm.
explaining what he does. Like, there's no secret about it. And he goes, "Oh, I do porn. I'm a porn." I said, "You a what?" And he was like, "Yeah." And I was like, "No, like, for real, full porn, like, for real." He was like, "Yeah." I was like, "Look, I should have been a porn star my whole fucking life. I've been a nasty bitch my whole life.
Wow.
I should have been did that." And he was like, "Oh, really?" And he was like, "Well, you're cute, so, like, okay." He was like, "Well, let's set up an interview and stuff." And he's like, "That's what I do with all of my talent, and we'll see what goes from there." And I was like, "Okay, cool, no problem." We set up an interview, got along perfectly, and um, at first I didn't take it serious because I was like, I didn't think this was going to be such a big thing. But then I put out my first one with Simone Richards, and she posted me, and this was when I literally I made the biggest mistake. Like, this is all trial and error, because I didn't take it that serious. Like, of course I took my job seriously. Like, you're paying me to do a job, I'm gonna do it. But I didn't take it that seriously as knowing so many people were gonna see it,
Mm-hmm.
and so many people knew about him. So I literally, like, my first shoot with them. Well, my first shoot was with Sirens, Wayne Sirens, but my second shoot was with Buddha, and uh, I literally was like, he's like, "Let's just get all your content out." And I was like, "Okay, cool. Let's do." I work so much. I work two jobs on top of this, so I'm always working. And I was like, "Let's just get everything done in one day." So he was like, "All right, cool." So I ended up doing a super intense blowjob scene and titty fuck. Then,
Tell
right
me.
after,
What is a super intense blow? I don't know what that means. That sounds that
you would
sounds
have to
ridiculous.
go see my OnlyFans in order
Okay.
to understand.
Okay.
Very, very sloppy head.
Okay.
So I did that, and then 20 minutes after that, I fucked somebody else. And then 20 minutes after that, me, Simone, and the other guy that I fucked earlier had a threesome.
Oh.
But I was so tired. I literally got from an overnight. I worked 16 hours before that, and then we started shooting as soon as I got off that overnight.
Hmm.
So I looked a hot mess, but I didn't think it was that serious that so many people would see it. And then They posted pictures, and I had cum in my eye, so my eye was super red. It was horrible. And then I was like, look, never again will anybody see me looking like that. Now that I know how serious, like, and a lot of people know them. So, yeah, I mean, that's how it started out. And I'm already almost at 10,000 followers on Twitter. And I've only been for a month. So, that, and then I have over 100 and something on my OnlyFans. So, it's a good start for only a month. So I'm really excited though, because at this point in my life, like, a lot of people don't know, but I am 31 years old. So I think if anything, right now is the best time. I've been trying to be in relationships and try to be a wife and all of that stuff, and it just never worked out. So I realize I'm very comfortable with just being alone, and I'm happy. So what better time than to go into the porn industry? I'm not looking for a husband. Did everything I wanted to do except for this. So now I'm on this journey of, like, doing something that I've always wanted to do, and I've always been a nasty bitch. So, like, to me, why not make money doing something that you know is going to be safe? You know that you're going to get paid for it. Like, why not do it anyway? You're not looking for a husband. So why not?
So
You're old enough now. Also, I'm old enough now to know how to deal with my money and invest it, and make it worth it, and not just trick it off on dumb things, you know.
well, no, I feel like there was a lot said there, and the thing that like most hit me was that you're a nasty bitch. That was that was probably the most interesting thing, or not most interesting, but that was the thing that hit me because you said it twice. So exactly what is a nasty bitch? That's it's really funny. I don't know. What does that mean?
A nasty bitch is a woman that is very comfortable within her sexuality, who is uh, a pleaser. I get pleased by seeing the men I'm with pleased, and I have no limits really.
So a nasty
So
bitch sounds like
I
the nasty
feel
bitch
like
sounds like a
a
great woman.
nasty bitch. So if you feel like you want to fuck my face and then fuck me in my asshole and smack me and choke me, then that's what we're gonna do.
Uh, Let me find me a nasty bitch. Hold on, let me go to Instagram. Let me make Instagram. What a nasty bitch is that? Hold on, fuck all the games, man. I ain't know it was easy. Hey, man, is it nasty bitches in Florida? God damn, man, that's crazy. All right, so we got the nasty bitch thing settled away. Now, another interesting thing that you said is that like you're okay with being alone right now in your life. You know, it's really crazy. Simone just texted me, "Hey, Eric." She's probably gonna say, "Did you do the interview with Lexi?" So
Yeah, she probably is,
that's
because she
that's
just
what.
texted me too, and I had to ignore her because I was talking to you. But because we're trying to set up, since she's only 19, I was like, you can't come to clubs with me. And she was just saying, maybe we should do like a strip club tour. And I was like, that would be dope. So we're going to start trying. We're going to see what we can do and see if we can get some gigs and travel, because Houston is close to everything. San Antonio, Atlanta,
Hmm.
Florida, everything's not too far away. And I love driving, so that would be nothing to just take road trips and, you know, go do appearances at strip clubs.
Well, yeah. Let me bring that up now. So it's interesting that you say that because I went to LA and I'm pretty sure you've seen the video of Simone at the pool party having a good old time.
Yeah.
I didn't go to that pool party, but my friends did, and they got her number, and that's how I did the interview. And that next day, we were supposed to do these public interviews. I don't know if you've ever seen these before, but it's just like, for example, let's say I go out in the street and just ask random people, why do you like spaghetti? Not saying I would ask that specific question, but you just have a question of the day. You go and ask random people in the street, whatever. I was gonna have her ask people, would you smash a porn star? They answer whatever. Then I was gonna have her ask, would you date a porn star? But the thing is, they don't know she's a porn star, so I was gonna have her reveal at the end. Well, I'm a porn star, so whatever they said, they made themselves look stupid. Then they made themselves look stupid. So
Yeah,
she's gonna try to come down here and do that video. So yeah, if you guys can tag team down here and do that video, that'd be
that would be dope. And I
two
have
thumbs
a
up.
lot of like now even more. I have a reason to go to Florida, so I would be so down to do that.
You should definitely text her about that because she says she's trying to come here. So yeah, I think both of you guys in one video that would be that'd be a lot of excuse me, it'd be some nasty bitch shit going on right there. So
And that's good shit. Yeah, definitely.
so before I start talking about her, what I was saying was something that you said that caught me is that you're like okay with being lonely now, and the perfect time right now in your life is to be a porn star. But I was curious, like, why exactly, like, did porn strike you, like, as something that was like, oh, that's something that I would want to do?
Because I've always said like even when I was a little bit younger, like I would just never had. I was in Minnesota. It's really small. Porn is not big, like far as directors or anything like that. Everybody there just sells pussy, and I've never been that type. So I just never, the opportunity never presented itself, and I kind of looked into it, but then realized that like you can meet some wrong people,
Mm-hmm.
and your experience can be bad.
Yeah.
So I just put it on the back burner. Like I have always been very comfortable with my sexuality, and I've always been very open minded. And I mean, why not share that with other people? Like I've never been the type of person to give a fuck what other people think about me. So even now, it wouldn't matter. You know, I've never been the type of person to um, base how other people feel about me, how I feel about myself. I know I'm a pure-hearted, good person, and you know, like the people that know me know who I am, and that's all I care about. So, I mean, the judgments or whatever, it doesn't matter to me. Um, at the end of the day, I'm safe. I'm getting paid
Mm-hmm.
to fuck the shit out of somebody. So why not? I feel like I'm winning. And like I said, I've always been comfortable though with being alone. Like even before my last boyfriend, I was single for 7 years. I've always been very comfortable with being alone, and that's completely fine with me. So I mean, at this point, I feel like I don't want a boyfriend. I don't want a husband. I just want to fucking get a whole bunch of money and do a whole bunch of nasty shit and create a little empire here while I'm here.
So now being in the industry for a month or so, what is like the little scenes that you shot so far? What are the differences you've noticed between like on camera sex and off camera sex?
Oh my gosh. On camera sex,
Mm-hmm.
a lot of guys can beat your fucking pussy up in some personal shit. But when another man's there, watching you and looking at you and looking at your dick and how you're performing, some guys fall short.
Mm.
I've had a couple of instances where some guys have couldn't get hard. Like it took a lot for them to get hard, and it wasn't because of me. It was because they were uncomfortable with
Yeah.
another man sitting there, you know, because that's not normal for anybody. So I ran into that. Um,
Is it as enjoyable?
it I just started, so I really only done 2 scenes, like 2 real scenes that's out there, and it is enjoyable because I am pleasing other people, but I'm really excited to like I want to get out there with big names, people that are on my level, because the people I have dealt with are not on my nasty level. They're like beginner level, and even though I just started this thing, I have been a nasty bitch since I was like 14 years old. So that's a long time
It's
to
very long, yeah.
perfect my craft, and
You a OG nasty bitch.
I'm a whole vet nasty bitch. So like I can't wait to get a hold of some of these bigger names, and yeah, I can't wait to to get my name out there and start traveling with Simone and go to LA and people who are really, really in this shit. Um, because that's when my best stuff is gonna produce. Like when I'm really turned on and I'm with somebody who I know is nasty like me, then you guys just have to stay tuned because you're gonna really see like my full potential on um, what I can do.
Well, do me a favor, enlighten me on what's like beginner level, because you said like there's beginner level, and I guess there's you. Like, what's the difference between you and
Okay,
beginners?
so how do I say this? Okay, so there's a difference between loving to do something and doing something just to do it,
Mm-hmm.
or doing something just for money. You don't love it in the first place. You're just doing it for money. I feel like the people that are in this are just doing it. Well, the people that I've worked with so far really have just done it for money. But knowing me, like I do this shit because I love it. Like I love it. It's just the same thing. Have you ever got head from a woman and the shit was kind of whack and she wasn't really into it, and you kind of tell that like she's kind of doing this just because she feels like she has to because she's fun. But then you get head from a woman who you didn't even ask for head from. She just starts sucking your dick, and then it's you can feel the passion in the way she strokes your dick with her mouth. That you're like, this bitch love this shit.
I ain't never got hair for no OG nasty bitch, man. I think I'm missing out on these OG nasty bitches, man. Like I
Yeah,
said, man,
definitely.
I need to make a roll call for some some OG nasty bitches, man. So I've never had the passion of a mouth that just wanted me like that. Not at all, man.
Really?
Nah, I'm not at all, man. I gotta like I said, man, I gotta go out in the street and yell, "What a nasty bitch is that?" You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, man. Something. I don't know, man. Maybe they out there in Texas where you at, man. I don't know, man.
You've never done that before?
Done what?
Went outside and yelled, where the nasty bitches at?
I should do it right now, to be honest with you, but I'm on the computer. I would do it. I got a bunch of old people in my neighborhood. They go look at me and be like, "What the fuck is you talking about?"
What type of shit is this? What the fuck?
They can report me, man. I'm getting my ass thrown out the house, man. Definitely not doing that. Wait, like I said, maybe I need to come to Texas because a lot of Texas women that I've known, because I've like,
But I'm not a Texas woman. I'm a Minnesota woman.
I didn't even know there were women in Minnesota. I thought it was like just white men and like.
Actually, there is some of the most beautiful women
Really?
in Minnesota. A lot of light skins because there's a lot of,
Interracial.
white women and black men there. A lot of red bones like me. But they have some beautiful ass women. Like, yes.
Man, if you got some, hey man, if you got some OG nasty bitches, put me on, man, because I need some Minnesota nasty bitches out. They hitting for something, man. They need to see what they hitting for, man. Goodness gracious, that's funny. And I had to do research, so I was watching one of your scenes because, like I said,
Which one did you watch?
I watched the one where you were getting gangbanged or train ran or whatever you want to call it.
That was my very first one.
The very
That was
first
my
scene,
first.
the siren or whatever, that one, right?
Yep. Wayne Siren. Yep, that was my very first scene ever.
The one thing that I noticed is that I didn't watch like the whole thing, but from what I watched, you're a talker. It seems like you like to.
I love to talk shit.
So yeah, talk to me about that.
Yeah. Like I said, I'm passionate about it. Like, when shit gets good, I'm gonna talk shit. I'm gonna, you fucking nasty ass thing. I might smack you or something. Like, I get really into it. So
You finna make me drive to Texas right now, man. That's okay, man. You finna make me go to Texas right now.
I'm really passionate about it. Like, I really get into it, and that's what I'm saying. Like, you seen that, and that was my first scene, and it got better as it was later. Like, at first it was okay, but as later it got better. But if I work with somebody like my, I guess, porn crush would be Rico Strong.
Mm.
So I love him because I love how nasty that nigga is, and I love how he fucking talks shit, and how he gonna get in your motherfucking guts and tell you, bitch, shut up. Like, I love that type of shit. That shit is so sexy to me. It makes my pussy so fucking creamy.
Mm.
It's not even funny. I like shit like that. Like, but I also love passionate men that like to kiss and stuff like that. Just all of it. I just love all of it. Like I said, I'm a nasty bitch. It's all the way around.
See, I've learned over my years that I used to look at women and I'm like, you know what? She's like so innocent. You know, she's so innocent looking. If I would have seen you in the street 3 years ago, I would be like, she's such an innocent woman. She's probably just, like don't even think about sex. But I learned I was so wrong. You can't judge a book by its cover. Just because listen to you talk 3 years ago, I would have been like, she'll never say anything like that. But I would be so wrong because I learned. I learned, man.
You know, that's it's so funny though too because like I kind of get aroused by it because I still work my two other jobs while I'm doing this. Like, because I just started, so
Mm-hmm.
I have to build a platform, and it will take me a little bit to get some, really substantial in it. But I go to work and I'm just looking at everyone and I'm like, it's crazy. They have no clue. Like, I'm such a nasty bitch. Like, they would be so surprised,
Yeah.
beyond surprised,
Yeah.
if it means something. Like, they'd be so surprised.
That's crazy. Yeah, it's like I went through. I guess I just do this now. I went through your Twitter and I was reading through some of your tweets, and I was like, she's about that life for real. So I took some of your tweets and I just wanted to read them out loud, and I wanted to get some feedback from you. Is that cool?
Okay.
All right. So, um, somebody's gonna like take a sound bite of this and be like, "What was this nigga Eric talking about?" It be so out of context, but whatever. I'm gonna read the first one. Um, I fucking love the slob one dick. I swear that shit turns me on so much. Sucking dick makes me happy. I could slobber on a fat dick all damn day, I swear. Adorable emoji. My mouth is wet AF just talking about it. Adorable emoji. So yeah, I don't even know what you can say about that, but yeah, that's an interesting tweet. It's a lot
I,
going on in that one tweet. You said a lot.
I, I absolutely love giving head. I can't tell you how many times that I have not even had sex with men and literally just sucked their dick. I literally come while I'm giving head. Like, I'll come on my
Mm.
while I'm giving head. Like, it's so, I don't know. I love it. I fucking love sucking dick. Is yeah, I fucking love it. And I love the challenge it is.
Mm.
Because a lot of men, don't really, it takes them a long time as far as getting head, like to actually come. So I love the challenge. Because what I've come to realize is that as soon as you're ready to give up, that's when he's about to come. That's
Mm.
when you need to go harder. That's when you need to open your fucking mouth, your throat, and you need to go harder because it's right around the corner. And then as soon as like fucking comes all over my face or in my throat, I'm just like so relieved. And I don't know. I'm a pleaser. I don't even know how to explain it. If you don't love to do something the way I love to suck dick, like you would never understand it. It's just like a pussy monster. There's men out here who love eating pussy, who just like me get satisfaction from seeing you satisfied. But then there's other guys who just
Yeah.
because they're fucking you and they feel like they need to. There's a huge difference.
Well, what's today's date? The 29th? 29th
Mm-hmm.
Thursday? Yeah, the 29th of Thursday, what is it? August? Yeah. I found out that I have a crush on Lexi Love. That's what I found out on today. Next tweet. I need to open up my asshole. I haven't been fucked in my ass in 3 years. That shit's gonna hurt so bad at first, but once it opens up a little bit, I have the biggest orgasm of being smashed in my butt. Wet emoji, wet emoji.
Yeah. So, really, anal is very personal to me. Even when I didn't have a boyfriend, I've actually always had one fuck buddy at a time. All of my fuck buddies that I did have last 4 to 5 years with each one. So it's basically a relationship without a relationship,
Mm.
without the drama, which I like it that way. So, doing anal, you don't find many men who are very open to that. But my last one that I did deal with, he was very nasty, which I loved. So and that was 3 years ago. So after that, I don't. There's certain things you just don't do with everybody. Certain type of head you don't give certain guys. Like you have, there's certain stuff that you have to deserve, as far as personal life. So I just haven't found anybody or felt the need to do it. But when I did, like I orgasmed so hard off of it, 10 times more than I would with my getting fucked in my pussy. Like it's a different type of orgasm. So yeah, I mean everybody's been asking, like a lot of people just from my pictures and stuff, like you have such a pretty asshole, and I'm just, when are you gonna do it? So I just need to. I put the bug in my director's ears, both of them, and hopefully we're gonna make it happen really soon. But yeah, I mean, like I said, initially it hurts really bad, but after you get over that and your body calms down, there's I can't even explain it. It's like a whole body orgasm with me, and I'm like so excited to have that happen.
Wow. And it's crazy because I haven't interviewed that many porn stars, but I've interviewed enough to the point where one of my things when I interview them, usually the funny thing about it, it's never that sexual. It's always like the conversation just guides to wherever they want to guide it to, and it's really never that sexual. And one of my things I always try to like dictate is if they're like fake freaky just for the porn, or if they're really freaky or whatnot. And I don't know why I think about that, but that's just one thing, because I ask a lot of people, do you love sex in the porn industry? And a lot of them say no. They, like you said, they just want to do it for the money. But one thing that I'm getting from you is that you thoroughly enjoy sex, because you could just like talk about it for forever. So if anybody ever say you a fake freak, they lying.
No, like I literally love it. Like, and that's why I'm so excited. So like once my name gets out there, once people see more content and stuff from me, and once I start getting booked more, especially like out of state and stuff, they're gonna really see, as soon as they see me with some bigger heavy hitters, like they're gonna really see, like, okay, yeah, she's about this life. Like I would do this anyway. You know what I mean? Just not with everybody. I would have my fuck buddy and I'd be nasty with them, but like I'm fucking nasty no matter what. So I feel like why not? Why not?
Yeah, I definitely feel you. I don't want to keep you for too long. So is there anything else you have to say before we get out of here?
No, just go subscribe to my OnlyFans at onlyfans.com/Lexi LEXILOVEXXX, and yeah, have fun and retweets all of my shits, and just be patient and know that I'm coming.
Literally.
Literally.
For everybody watching right now, hopefully next time you see Lexi on my channel, it's with Simone, and they're doing the little video in Florida. So we'll see if we can get them down here. We'll see. Oh, impromptu twerk right there. That was the most like off balance twerk. Like he was gonna fall. You were trying to hold on to the bed.
I'm not falling.
No, we got the impromptu twerk. I also don't think she has on drawers. I'm going to pray. I'm going to.
I don't wear drawers. That's one thing I don't. See?
Wow. So I'm definitely going to have to blur that one out right there. If you just hey man,
I told you, man. I'm very comfortable.
I see, man. I see your breasts, your boobs just all hanging. Wow, man. That's shout out to you, man.
You definitely got a show you didn't anticipate today.
This went from YouTube to OnlyFans, man. This is real quick, man. This went from YouTube to OnlyFans real quick, man. Wow. Have you ever like in your younger days just like flashed people in public? Like, has that ever been a thing you've ever done?
Hell yeah.
Really?
I got big ass titties. Like, yes, for sure.
You want to go ahead and show? You might as well. You making me do more work anyway, man. Go ahead and show them, man. I'm just. God, this way I'm gonna have to do a lot of blurring out. All right, just use the double D blur for that right there. That's all right, man. So yeah, we're gonna end this now because Lexi just making my job more harder and harder at this point.
Am I making your dick jump?
Hey, man. On that note, we're out of here.